The hairstyle of this Victorian fashionista is adorned with a taxidermy cat, and the bodice of her dress is decorated with real cattails, 1883. This photo captures a dramatic and controversial moment in the history of the Northern Ireland conflict. A British soldier uses two small children as a shield while patrolling Belfast, 1970s. The trophy of a civilized man. In this 1930 photo, famous Italian explorer Attilio Gatti poses with two hired pygmies from Congolese tribes and a gorilla captured for the amusement of a European. 1890, Henry Freeman, a lifeboatman in Whitby, wearing a cork life jacket. He had tried to convince other lifeboatmen to wear cork life jackets, but no one else did. During a violent storm, disaster struck and the lifeboat capsized. Only Henry survived, thanks to his cork life jacket. Shortly afterward, they became mandatory for all rescuers. In the 1920s, Beijing, there were so many horse-drawn carriages and rickshaws that desperate authorities tightened the punishment for speeding. This man was unlucky. Chinese traffic police put a board on him to wear for a week to think about traffic rules. Annie Edson Taylor fulfilled a lifelong dream to be sent over Niagara Falls in a barrel. She did it at age 63 in 1901 and survived. Camouflaging British military equipment as elephants, World War II, 1945. Woman arrested for wearing a revealing swimsuit on the beach, USA, 1920s. This photo shows a street execution of GMD, Kuomintang, opponents in Shanghai in 1949, just before the victory of the Communists. Lunch break for employees of the Disney Film Company, 1961. For millions of viewers, Disney is a magical world of films and cartoons. But for the employees, it's just another day at work and a regular lunch in the company cafeteria. A masquerade ball, Ball of the Illuminati, hosted by the Rothschilds in 1972. A boy reading in a London bookstore after an air raid, 1940. 18th century spiked chair for executing witches, death by blood loss. A waitress entertains a customer, Tokyo, Japan, 1970s. A traditional Japanese cafe where waitresses interact informally with customers. One of the prototypes for future maid cafes. Maintenance of the nuclear reactor at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant, USSR, 1980s. Even before the 1986 catastrophe, such photos symbolized scientific progress. Now they remind us of the tragedy that changed the course of history. A eunuch guarding a harem, Tunisia, 1931. Famous author Ernest Hemingway posing with his shotgun, 1961. He would later use this very weapon to take his own life. Haunted by paranoia in his final years, Hemingway believed the FBI was surveilling him, and they later confirmed it. 6 women holding the clock hand from the Singer sewing machine tower in Clydebank, Scotland, 1926. Dining hall window in Oymyakon, Yakutia, USSR, 1970s. Japan, 13th to 18th century. It was easy to tell if a woman was married or not in Japan for 5 centuries. The family status was revealed by her smile. Right after marriage, Japanese women began painting their teeth black. A heart-wrenching photo of 2 pilgrims walking along the Soroki River towards the famous Sarov Monastery. A man without legs is pulling along a blind companion with a rope. Russian Empire, 1903. This is how Disney's Bambi was animated, by hand, frame by frame, 1942. Postmortem photography, late 19th century. The mother and father are blurred, their daughter is not. She's dead, but they wanted to capture her as a memory. Sausage Charmer, Chicago, Illinois, USA, 1956. Captured 16-year-old German soldier at the end of World War II, 1945. Shocking image of Titanic's first passengers being brought ashore. Walter Yeo, the first known patient to undergo plastic surgery in medical history. A boy and girl in traditional wedding attire, taken during the final year of the Joseon Dynasty, Korea, 1910. A drunk man in a top hat and tailcoat hugs a street lamp, London, 1934. After the war, Messerschmitt switched from making fighter planes to producing three-wheeled cars, 1954. The transition from military to civilian production was an important phase in Germany's history. The eruption of Mount Vesuvius in Italy and B-25 bombers flying over it, March 1944. An apocalyptic wartime frame, a coincidence of natural and human-made disasters. This photo is a classic example of Beatlemania, the mass hysteria that gripped fans of the Liverpool Four. The girls in the photo are screaming, crying, and reaching out to their idols, barely hearing their music because of the general noise, 1963. Monowheel, experimental dream machine, invented by David Cieslaghi, Italy, 1933. This photograph looks like a regular family portrait, but everything would have been fine if it weren't for the fact that this photo was taken just a few days before the patriarch, Charlie Lawson, second from the right, would destroy his entire family. Reunited as brothers at Gettysburg, 1913, on the battlefield where 3,000 soldiers died, the bloodiest battle of the American Civil War. In July 1913, thousands of veterans gathered. This event was held to honor the fallen and promote reconciliation between former enemies. Young shoeshine boy, 1870s. To support his disabled father and mother, he cleaned shoes for spare change. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this journey into the past. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more historical photos. Until next time, take care and see you in the next video.